All right, welcome to everyone to today's Newsday Tuesday at 2 p.m. Every Tuesday at 2 p.m. the video guy is going to tell you about the products we sell. Today's show is on LaCie. We are so excited. Video Guys is now an authorized reseller for LaCie hard drives. LaCie hard drives are the industry standard in some areas. You've got photo and video. I think everyone knows these rugged drives that you see everywhere. You'll find them at the Apple store. You'll find them in every photographer's photo bag and every videographer's bag. These are great external little hard drives, the industry standard. We're going to tell you about the whole line of LaCie drives. I'm assuming a lot of you guys probably know about them, but maybe you don't. This is our first time doing a show about LaCie, so we're real excited. And the first drive I want to talk to you about is a drive that, I am so excited about this drive. It's the LaCie 2 Big Dock Thunderbolt 3. This is a drive configuration, and quite frankly, I've been asking my drive vendors for years. Why? Because it's a simple RAID, a 2-drive RAID with an integrated card reader. That's right, an integrated card reader. So this is a CF card, this is an SD card, this is the unit. Right here you can see there's card slots. Boom, there's my SD card. Oh, upside down, sorry about that. Upside down and backwards. Boom. There's my CF card, my compact flash card. I can take that video right off my cards, right into the drive. I can do that on the road in a hotel room. I can do that in the field. I could do that in my studio. Whenever I come out, I could take my media straight off of my media cards right into this hard drive, which is fantastic. It connects via Thunderbolt 3, so it's lightning fast. Up to 400 megabytes per second means it's suitable for 4K compressed workflows. We have these available up to 20 terabytes of storage. It's a pair of 10 terabyte drives. You can configure it the way you want it, which means it could be a RAID 1 for mirroring. That's really good for photographers who want to make 2 copies of everything. Or people are just into that archive copy, and then maybe they're editing off of a larger drive, either one of the big 6 or 12 units, or maybe even shared storage. Or you can set it up as RAID 0. RAID 0 striping, that's for the fastest throughput you can have. It stripes the data over both drives, so it means 2 10 terabyte drives give you a total of 20 terabytes. It's perfect for high-speed video editing, 4K compressed workflows. This has USB-C and dual Thunderbolt 3 ports. And remember, with USB-C, you can go and connect down to USB 3 or USB 2. Once again, you're going to slower with those connectivity, but it means this drive can be connected to any computer, past or present for the most part. If you're working with photo or you're working with video and you've got a computer that doesn't have USB 2, then I don't know why you're watching this video. Let's be serious. So I'm going to say every computer out there that you're going to come up with. So that's great. It means you can get data off of those older machines. You can also hook it up to a newer machine. Even if you don't have Thunderbolt 3, I guarantee you someday you will, because Thunderbolt 3 is really coming on strong. We're going to talk a little bit more about that over the course of today's webinar. Let's go over some of the pricing we have on the LaCie 2 Big Dock. 8 terabytes starting at $649. 12 terabytes at $799. Now my favorite, the sweet spot, 16 terabytes at $999. That's 16 terabytes for under $1,000. And the new 20 terabyte is $1199. Remember, this is more than just RAID storage. This is an integrated dock. You get the CF reader, you get the SD card reader, but you know what? You've heard enough about me talking about this. Let's roll the video that the folks at LaCie put together that really does a nice job of highlighting how useful this solution is for your workflows. Courtney, take it away. All right, so there you have a great video. Now let's focus in on what that 5-in-1 docking station is going to give you. Like I showed you before, we've got an SD card, we've got compact flash, we've got a USB 3 port in the front of it, we've got a display port in the back of it, and also could be used for charging. Now, This isn't going to charge your laptop, folks. It's a trickle charger, but you will be able to charge your phone from it. It's enough power to run a drive like a LaCie rugged drive, and also it will, if you plug it into your laptop, at least keep you from running your laptop battery down. So we're real excited about this drive. The LaCie Too Big dock is a phenomenal product. We have them in stock in all the sizes shown. Think bigger, deliver faster. A home run by LaCie on this product. Let's talk about another series of products from LaCie. The 12 Big and the 6 Big. The 12 Big, 12 drive RAID. The 6 Big, 6 drives. Easy enough. The 12 Big up to 120 terabytes. The 6 Big up to 60 terabytes. These give you lightning fast throughput. You get 2 Thunderbolt ports. Thunderbolt 3 ports that allow for daisy chaining. You get USB 3.1 for universal connectivity. That's real important. That means you can hook these big drives up to your older, slower machines. I know I talked about that a little before, but with a lot of the Thunderbolt drives that are on the market right now, they're Thunderbolt only, and that means you can only hook them up to a new or current computer. With these drives, you can hook them up to those older legacy computers. Of course, it's not going to be as fast, but it does mean you can transfer the files across, and you can even do basic HD editing, so that's very cool. It's got hardware RAID in a million different configurations, and a LaCie RAID manager, which is really fantastic. We'll talk about that a little bit, which makes setting up your RAID and configuring these drives so easy. It's got redundant fans, enterprise class hard drives, the Iron Wolf hard drives are in there, and a 5-year warranty. So these are really phenomenal units. They look great, they perform even better. Here's the pricing. I'm not going to read off every price. I did an address rehearsal, but I think that's a little ridiculous, so I'm just going to leave it up full screen so you can take a look at it. You've got the 12 Big starting at $46.99 for 48 terabytes, going up to $94.99 for 120 terabytes. It's 120 terabytes for under $10,000. The 6 Big starts for 12 terabytes at $18.99, up to 60 terabytes for $46.99. You can see all the pricing here. Let's leave it up on the screen for a few more moments. We have all these sizes in stock and available for immediate delivery from Videoguys. All right. Specifically, LaCie 12 Big Thunderbolt 3. Up to 120 terabytes, 2,600 megabytes of speed, able to edit even up to 6K video, dual Thunderbolt 3 ports, and USB-C daisy chaining. The 6 Big, same grade specs, size available up to 60 terabytes, not as fast, only 1,400 megabytes per second, which is fast enough to edit 4K videos. With RAID 5 redundancy, you get 1,200 megabytes per second. But now let's talk about something that really separates the LaCie RAID products from all the other RAID products out there in the industry, and that is the RAID Manager software. The LaCie RAID Manager software lets you custom configure this RAID any way you want. So you can actually set it up so that some of the RAID is in a RAID 0, some of it could be RAID 1, some of it could be RAID 5, or it could be multiple RAID 5s. This is very, very cool and a level of flexibility that we've never seen before. The RAID Manager is super easy to use, works really quickly. PC or Mac, it does a great job. Court, let's roll that video that we put together that'll let the folks see just what this puppy can do.
So what I want to do is I do want to show you quickly though how simple it is to make a new RAID array. So we're going to come in here, we're going to create an array. We don't want to do quick, we want to do a custom one. So as you can see, the 3 drives that are currently used are already grayed out. I'm not able to touch them. But if I come in here and I touch this drive, it shows me I can do a RAID 0 or RAID 1. Simple, right? And if I click here for last one, it shows me I can do RAID 0, RAID 5 out of the remaining drives. I'm going to do RAID 0 for this. I'm going to hit next. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to have it quickly initialize this RAID for us here. So we're going to call this a RAID 0. Do that fast, and we're going to hit finish. And it is already initialized. So as you can see, I need to come in and initialize the drive now. This is where I need to tell that this RAID 0 with disk utility from the Mac OS to erase it, so it can be something that we can use and it mounts to our desktop like a traditional hard drive would, even though it's a RAID array. So you'll see it pop up over here momentarily. Something this, there we go, RAID 0. So now we're done. So just like that, we've now quickly got 2 RAID arrays set up into the box because I want to use my RAID 0 as my scratch disk and my RAID 5 for archival of final projects. If we come into the management of the unit, you can see in the device settings, we also give you CPU control. You may wonder why you'd want CPU control. Well, let's say a drive had failed on you. You'd be able to crank all the other processes up to high and put the rebuild process all the way down to low.
All right, we're back. As you can see from that video, it's loaded with a lot of great information. That video is actually just a minute and a half that we pulled out of a longer video, which is posted on the Videoguys website and on YouTube, that we suggest you watch because it will walk you through just how easy and simple it is to do all the custom configurations. One of the things the RAID manager will also let you do is allocate computer, CPU resources to different functions of the RAID. And this is really cool because if you're having to rebuild your RAID, you can rebuild your RAID in the background while you're still editing. You can set about how much CPU power you want for initialization or synchronization or whatever you're doing, and you can set that as you need. This is the screen that shows us. That's very cool. So if you're editing and rebuilding, you can have the rebuild in the background. It'll take a little longer, and then when you're done editing, hey, give all the CPU cycles to the rebuild. Let it initialize, let it go. So very cool software. The LaCie RAID Manager version 2 software is super easy to use. It's one of the key features that sets LaCie RAIDs apart from all the other RAIDs out there of attached storage, and it's another reason why we're so happy to be carrying the LaCie drives. The LaCie drives are also, the big drives are available with Pelican cases. Now, that allows you to take your LaCie drive on the field with you in an airplane. They're flight ready. You can check them into your car. There's room for the drive as well as for some spares or for even some of the rugged drives in there if you want. These Pelican cases are great for you who are doing professional video in the field, or perhaps you're a DIT, you want to be able to take your storage with you. You can with the Pelican cases, which are available from Videoguys as well. All right, if we're going to talk about LaCie, and I knew everyone was waiting for it, when's he going to get to it? When's he going to really talk about it? You got to talk about these orange drives. They're the iconic orange drives. If you've been in the Apple store, you've seen them. If you know any friends who are in photo or video, you've seen them. If you're a videographer or a photographer, you probably have a closet with some of them. We're happy to be bringing you the LaCie rugged drives. These are the industry standard for rugged drives. They are available in a bunch of configurations, so I'm going to go into that a little bit. We've got them in Thunderbolt, both old Thunderbolt and new Thunderbolt. So there's Thunderbolt USB-C available with hard drives and SSDs. There's Thunderbolt with USB 3, Thunderbolt 2 USB 3 available, and 2 terabyte. There's also the rugged RAID available. That's 2 drives rated together. Gives you some additional throughput. That's available in Thunderbolt or USB 3, or they have the rugged drives in just USB-C for those people who don't want Thunderbolt at all. So here's the different drives at a different pricing. You can find all the pricing on those drives on the Videoguys website. The real cool is the new one that we just got our hands on. That's the LaCie Rugged Thunderbolt USB-C. As you can see, the USB-C cable is integrated into that unit. Oh, this one doesn't have that cable. It's an older model. It also has a little pull-out where you can get to the USB-C port. So you've got capability to work this with older and newer Thunderbolt drives. It's USB-C for universal connectivity, shock resistant for a 2-meter drop. Very, very cool product. Very excited to be carrying it. 3-year warranty. We also have the rugged RAID. I talked about a little bit, 240 megabytes per second throughput, integrated Thunderbolt cable, that's Thunderbolt 2, 1-ton crush resistance, 3-year warranty, starting at $379. LaCie, besides the hard drives we went into, also has their classic LaCie D2 Thunderbolt 3 drive. That's a single drive with Thunderbolt 3 connectivity. Get you 240 megabytes per second, up to 10 terabytes. Barracuda Pro Enterprise drives in there. You can deliver through USB 3 for your MacBook as well. 5-year warranty. It's got 2 Thunderbolt ports as well as USB 3. And you can get Thunderbolt 2 compatibility with the Apple adapter, which we're going to go into in a little bit. Those are available 6 terabytes at $399, 8 terabytes at $499, or the 10 terabyte for $599. One of the cool things, in addition to their RAID configuration software, is LaCie products are now covered with Rescue Data Recovery Service. LaCie, through their parent company Seagate, actually bought a company that does this now, so that all these Pro LaCie products come with disaster recovery. Now, you get one shot at it, but it means if your hard drive gets screwed up, you break it, it gets corrupted, falls off of a 10-story building, whatever should happen, you can send the drive over to the folks at LaCie, and they're going to recover your data. Unlike a lot of recovery services that are software only, they actually have the white rooms, the clean rooms with the guys in the suits where they'll take that hard drive apart and do everything possible to pull that data off. You get 5-year coverage with the Thunderbolt 3, 12 big, 6 big, and 2 big dock, and the D2. And then the ruggeds come with 3-year or 2-year worth of data recovery, data rescue recovery. Very cool feature. All right, LaCie also makes their classic Porsche designs. There's their slim, external, single drive units. Available in capacities of 1, 2, 4, and 5 terabytes, and desktop capacities up to 6 to 8 terabytes. They come in a multiple choice of colors. We have those in stock as well. Want to double back now and talk a little bit about this Thunderbolt 3 connectivity thing, because people get confused with it. And that is, if you've got one of the Mac cylinders, the black cylinders, that has Thunderbolt 2 ports. It doesn't have Thunderbolt 3 ports. Well, Apple sells a connector for $49.95 that'll let you attach any Thunderbolt 3 drive to a Thunderbolt 2 equipped Mac. That could be a Mac Pro or a MacBook Pro or the Mac trash can. What I want to emphasize is this is a Mac-only solution. There is no such thing right now as a Thunderbolt 2 to Thunderbolt 3 adapter that works with Windows. The Windows execution of Thunderbolt 2 was never as good as it was on the Mac. And these adapter cables, we've tried them. They're just not reliable. We can't recommend them on Windows, even a current Windows 10 machine. We are hoping that the folks at LaCie and our other hard drive managers will put enough pressure on the industry so that someone besides Apple will come out with an adapter that will work with Windows. But once again, if you are on a Mac Pro trash can or a MacBook Pro, you can hook up a Thunderbolt 3 device to that older Mac with this adapter. All right. That wraps up today's show on LaCie. Video Guys, Newsday Tuesday at 2 p.m., 222. We try to take 15 to 20 minutes of your time to explain the technology that we sell. Today was on LaCie. We hope you learned a lot. When you're not watching our webinars, remember, you can call us at 800-323-2325. We have live people here to help you explain and understand the products we sell. So if you're worried about what connectivity you have with your computer, or what's the right hard drive to get for what the work you're doing, you're editing 4K, you're editing HD, you're thinking about getting a computer in the future, give us a call. Ask for Courtney, ask for Ed, ask for Britt. They will be happy to go over the different hard drives we have, what kind of connectivity you have, and what kind of speed you need to do the work you want. And our live people here, not just about storage, we know about video editing, we know about video streaming. We're live people at Video Guys. Don't hesitate to give us a call. But that's today's webinar on LaCie drives. We're so happy to be carrying. We've got the ruggeds in stock. This is the new 2-big dock with integrated card reader. This is Gary for Video Guys. Peace.
Videoguys is available Monday through Friday. Give us a call at 1-800-323-2325. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter to stay connected with all of our updates. And you can like us on Facebook. Keep an eye out for our live videos. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.